Good afternoon. Hi, everybody. Let me see if we can get this out to where everybody knows that we are online. I hope we're online. Yeah, there we are. Okay. So share away and let people know that we're on here. And let me see what it's doing now. I don't love Facebook anymore. There we go. All right, so call somebody in. You know how this works. When we say your name, it gives you a ping. So who do we want to call in here right now? How about Suzanne? And Jean. Oops, it's not calling in Jean. Well, that's interesting. Wow, okay. It is not letting me call in, you peeps. Annie, there you are. Annie, help. Because I'm typing in names, but it's not tagging them. Hi, Kathy Hand. Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday, everybody. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful, blessed day it has been already. And I can't wait to see who all comes in. Thank you for sharing it, Annie. Prachetta, good afternoon to you. There you are, Suzanne. I was able to get you on there, but I started typing in like Jean Walensky or Jean Lorio, and they were not to be found, but there's our Auntie Jean. Hi, sweetheart. I'm so glad you're here. All right, so we got some of the family gathered. There you go, Annie. Keep calling them in. Let's call in the peas. It's Sunday afternoon. It's time to really come to the water. We're going to be playing that song and gathering with each other. So let's go into our hearts first and do the heart brain. I've got the cards warming up so I can give angel messages to anyone who wants them. Oh, thank you for calling in, Ruth. I'm not sure that she's home right now, but maybe she'll tune in on her phone. Ready? Oh my God, I love this. Stacy. How about Sally? Sally and Tony De La Rosa, Leo, Christina, Marietta. Yeah, let's get them all in here. Thank you, Annie, for doing that. And anybody else that wants to jump in there, type a name that you would like to see in here today with us. How about Joanne Castrillo? I know she usually loves to come in on Sundays. Andrea Gregg, there you go. All right, so feels like we're doing roll call, doesn't it? So hand on the heart brings your focus to your heart, and then slow down the breathing. Add in the love. Let's just take a moment of quiet. Letting our heart know how loved we are. Maybe there's something inside of you today that is just waiting for that special touch from an angel, a special message that says, I love you. You are amazing. You are beautiful. You are perfect just as you are. That beautiful soul spirit inside of you just needs to be opened up to possibility. So let's see what's possible together today, because we can do a lot on our own, but when we gather together, look at all the energy that happens. Look at the beauty that happens. Suzanne, thank you. Yes, let's call our Jessie and our Tammy and Brookie in here. There's our Blue Jean. Hi, sweetheart. Calling Charlie, Erica, Christina, good vibes, Ricky and Josie. I just love this. Keep on calling, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and read last night's blog. because I was very inspired by it myself. And I hope that you are too, if you've read it. If not, then here it goes. It is called A Month Half Full. The same boiling water that softens the potato hardens the egg. It's what you're made of, not the circumstances. We did a little exercise on that at our Vermont retreat. I think we'll probably duplicate that in Sedona also in April. I've got so much to tell you guys. All right. So I can look at this month as half gone, or I choose instead to see that there is still time available this month to achieve goals. Every situation we encounter has differing perspectives we can choose from. Yeah, I'm that glass half full kind of girl. It just makes life more fun. So with my 2 weeks that I have left in January, I choose to finalize my book, set a date for the book launch. I choose to hold a workshop on spiritual growth, 28th of this month. I choose to finalize plans for the retreat in the spring in Sedona. You see, we always have options. In the past, if a diet wasn't going well, I would give up. If a relationship was experiencing difficulties, I would give up. If I lost interest in a class in school, I would just stop going. It was a definite pattern and not a good one. Now I look for possibilities instead of defeats, for opportunities instead of dead ends. I can honestly say today that I love my life. There is one element that separates the people that hate life and the ones that love life, and it all comes down to perspective. Dear angels, I think of our youth and how hard it must be when there is only talk of the negative events in the world. The TV news blaring it out constantly, music filled with disrespect and depression. What kind of message are we giving them? Dear ones, it's imperative that children be exposed to different ways of looking at things and be shown that there is more than just a world that appears to be so strictly divided, thus giving them the ability to see the shades and the hues. The children are your future. Give them the opportunity to succeed instead of thinking that there is only doom and gloom. Teach them the glass half full principle. Help them to look for rainbows and four-leaf clovers. Help them to think outside of the box. Perhaps in sharing with them, you can start to see things with a little different perspective. You might even come to the conclusion that turning off the constant barrage of negativity would be a good idea. You might even find a little hope peeking out at you and can instill that in others as well. We have faith that you are up for the task before you. Dear angels, I promise to see beyond the obvious and to think outside the box. And Jean says, yes, it's been a full half month. The rest of the month will be full also. I fully believe that, and I'm in total agreement with you there, Blue Jean. And there's our Joanne Castrillo. Hi, darling. And Prachetta says, needed happy, positive vibes. That's what this is. All my shows, I try to make it happy and uplifting and joyful. And yes, the glass is half full and not empty at all. Jessie, hi, sweetheart. Okay, so I'm going to delve into the cards. Oh, first I need a Kuan Yin card for all of us to go with the message. So that message of perspective is a big message. How do we look at things? How do we turn and pivot away from things looking so awful to say, you know, there is another way of seeing things with our spiritual eye. All right, so the message to go to all of us today, to go along with the blog and the other wonderful energy we have in here, is look for my signs. That's what Kuan Yin says. I have been speaking to you through signs in the world and feelings in your heart. Can you hear my reassuring voice? When you ask me for a sign, I give it. Notice what is happening in the world around you. Take comfort, believe. What a beautiful message from Kuan Yin. And Prachetta, you're waiting for a message from the angels. Okay, so let me put you on my list. So far, I have Jean, Annie, and Prachetta. Anybody else want me to draw a card for you? And Blue says you have Gizmo, Lulu, Gruff Zubberdoo, and Pocket Zubberdoo with me listening. We are sitting by the grid. Yay, Jean. Hello, everyone that's sitting by the grid. And so Suzanne, putting you on the list. Joanne Castrillo. And our Blue. So I have news before I pull your cards. Oh gosh, you guys, this is so exciting. The document that is the contents of the book is all together. It's not quite ready to send to the printer, but at least it's all there. It's all in one document. And now I just have to go through and make sure there's not spelling errors and that type of thing. But you guys, this book is going to be ready this month. It is. And Ruth is so amazing. Ruth is helping me to go through it with a fine-tooth comb, looking for those spelling errors and maybe other mistakes. And then it'll be formatted. And we have a beautiful cover to go on it. Oh, Jean, that's funny. No, it's quite big, as a matter of fact. Let's see, how big is that book? Well, I don't know how big it's going to be in the format that it's going to go in. Why can't I find it here? Open. And I'll give you the name of it if you would like to know. Come on. There are 365 messages in there from the angels. Something for everybody, I hear. Let's see how many pages we got. It's loading. It's a big document. I think it was 500 and something the last time I looked at it. All right, come on. You don't need to be that slow, computer. Anyway, I'll give you that in a minute. The exciting thing is, and the challenge for me, is that I have a companion book to go with it that's like a little, how do I even say it, condensed version, because it is only a blurb. Like it might be a sentence, it might be two sentences, it might be a thought. And that one on the typewritten pages in the Word document is 22 pages long. But I know when I put it in a format, it's going to be a lot bigger than that. Oh, thank you, Blue. Do you recognize that place? I think that's near you somewhere. Okay, so let me see if it finished loading. 514 pages, but when it is brought down to the size that it's going to be, which is a 6x9, I think, it will be a lot more pages than that. And the name of it is Midnight Calls with the Angels. 365 messages of hope and inspiration. So that is the name of the big book. And then the companion book is the tiny book of angel messages. So both of those will be ready by the end of the month. Ruth has agreed to help me with the book launch. So we'll be doing that. And usually what happens with the book launch is it's offered to you at a very discounted rate so that you can grab it up on that first day when it's published and have it in your hands like really quickly. And Annie says, I'm going to call my guides and angels to invoke a message for the page we will be on. Okay. Don't know what that means, Annie, but thank you. Annie says, Kathleen in Caputo has asked Grayson and me to be in a book she co-authored for kids with disability to tell. That's what that means. Okay, that is awesome. I like that. And who's cooking? Christina's cooking. Okay, Cato chips. All righty. And Kathy, you'd like the message as well? Let me put you on the list. All right, so we got a good start here for getting the messages out. Yeah, I ran into a little glitch with doing the tiny book because I want it to be like the Yogananda book, this book that I've had for over 30 years. This is a tiny book, you guys, and that's what I wanted for all of us, is to have a book this size in our hands that you can throw in your purse, you can do whatever with it to carry it along with you. And they tell me I can't print it that small. So I'm working on that. I've got a plan. And so that I'm working on. Prachetta, I am going to make sure that you're able to get it in India, because when I have published before, I was able to tell it the countries that I wanted it distributed to. So I'll make sure that India is on that list of countries. All right, that's right, Blue. You did take this picture, and a very beautiful job you did. Thank you. And Jean says, I can't wait for the tiny book. The big book too, but the tiny book is going to be a great small gift from you to folks in the know here in Vermont. Yes, it is. Auntie Jean says, I've been accused of using rose-colored glasses. Yes, I owned a pair of rose-colored glasses. If you haven't tried them, they take away the shadows and everything seems bright and clear. That's how they got their reputation. We all know pink light means love, love, and more love, and I will keep them. And fight for the tiny book. I'm fighting for it. I'm going to find some place that will be able to print it up for me. Thank you, Annie. All right, so angel message for our Blue Jean. I had another announcement. Oh, I'm going to be going to Florida after Colorado, but I'm not driving there. I'm being flown in by someone, and I don't know. I think I'll be there probably a couple of weeks, and I'll be getting everything together for our Florida retreat that's going to happen later in the year. So that's exciting news as well, you guys. All right, Auntie Jean Lorio. Heart goals. Grab hold of moments of joy and allow yourself to fly towards your dreams. Auntie Jean, wow. I love backgrounds, but I don't like what it does when I'm trying to show something. Okay, so it's heart goals. I hope you can see the heart there and the explosion of energy. Didn't I see John Thaddeus Fiore come in? I did. And he was my gratitude person of the day for today. So John, thank you for popping in here, letting us see your beautiful energy. So Auntie Jean, grab hold of moments of joy. Boy, you have a lot of those, don't you? and allow yourself to fly toward your dreams. Yeah, I know Auntie Jean is going to be in Sedona. She's going to be a big part of that retreat that's coming up. And Jean, I just see a lot of energy around you that you're going to bring something special to that retreat. I know you are. I know there's going to be, it feels like teaching. We're not having like formal workshops at the retreat, but I think you're going to be leading a group exercise and helping us to understand things more deeply with all of your beautiful wisdom. You are having a happy, happy life. I love that for you. I love that. And yes, me too. I love my life. I really mean that. Every time I say it, it feels so good to be in that type of energy instead of the doom and gloom energy. All right. So Annie Banani, let's see what the angels have for you. When I'm waiting for word on that, Blue Jean. I have someone that's flying me into Florida. I'm going to be helping someone that's going through surgery, and I'll be there with her while she regains her strength from the surgery. All right. Annie Banani. Oh my gosh. Annie, you got abundance. What a magical, perfect card for you, Annie. Health, wealth, and happiness. Your needs will be met as the angels know what to do. Boy, do they ever. Annie, I feel it. I feel that abundance. I know you got some irons in the fire. I know you got things in place that you're going to step out of your comfort zone and step up for you and become just this magical person. I feel that. You are magic already, but I feel that energy expanding for you, and that abundance goes right along with that. So expanding abundance. I love it. Kathy Hand says, I wish I could be there because the West seems to be a place I have some kind of spiritual connection, maybe Native American. Definitely, when you come to Sedona, you feel that Native American energy. You feel it all around you. And part of what we will be doing at our spiritual retreat there is a lot of connecting in with the land. So we'll be doing some Native American rituals and just really feeling that beautiful Sedona energy, that vortex of energy. Blue says, Dave is threatening to go to Florida in February. I'm not sure where. I hope I can meet some peas if I go. Well, I think you definitely should come because it looks like that's when I will be there, Blue. So let's talk and let's see if we can meet up while I'm going to be there. Annie, you're getting chills? Yeah, I know. It's exciting, isn't it, to be told that your abundance is right there. You don't have to wait for it. It's just right there with you. All right. So let's see who's next. That would be Prachetta. Prachetta, I'm so happy you're with us today. Thank you for being here. And let's see what the angels have to tell you today. Ask for love. I don't know what it says yet, but I'm filling into that. Ask for love, Prachetta. Yeah, big time. The angels are working their magic. Love and harmony will find you soon. There's your card. Ask for love. And 2 hearts, beautiful hearts. So not sure what's going on with you, but it feels good. It feels like there's a meeting that is happening. I'm just asking the angels here. So it hasn't manifested fully. It's in the works, and it's something that you're already thinking about. Yeah, I know it's a blessing to receive a message of love coming to us. And that's what I feel. I feel that there is so much love energy surrounding you, and it's not going to go unnoticed how you put out the energy of love. And that's what's going to draw this to you. So you got lots of love coming your way in different forms, I hear. So, there's different types of love, but this feels more personal and more like it's what you've been asking for. So start receiving it, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, ask for love and then receive it. Awesome. Okay, Crystal Nobles. Oh, thank you, Crystal. Crystal's on YouTube and she says, I'm so in love with this afternoon cup of tea. I am as well. I love this. Cheers to everyone who has your cup of whatever. It might be tea, it might be coffee, it might be water, whatever's in your cup. And this beautiful cup, my butterfly cup, was given to me by Joanne Castrillo. It has been on the Peace on Earth tour with me for over 2 years now. I haven't broken it yet, Joanne. And I just love this cup. It has such good energy. I always think of you, Joe, but I also think of new beginnings when I drink out of this cup. Okay, we're going to Suzanne. Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying Goofy. Yeah, I hope he's settled down some. I know he went through a moment, right? Suzanne, you have cherry tea. Do you know that is my absolute favorite flavor? I don't know if y'all knew that about me. I love cherry, anything. I love cherries. I love cherry tea, cherry ice cream, but I don't really eat ice cream anymore. But anything that's flavored with cherry, it's so, so delicious to me. All right, so Suzanne, let's see what those angels want to tell you. And Kathy says, I just have water. I might have a glass of wine in a bit while I take down the ornaments off of my beautiful Christmas tree. I get a little weepy when it's time to take the tree down. I know. Well, John Thaddeus Fiore said he's just leaving his up. So it'll be there for Christmas next year. And I can see that Jersey boy doing that. All right. Suzanne, look deeper. Use your higher wisdom to understand changing situations. Observe and watch. That's a little cryptic message for you to look deeper. And I think for all of us, this is a really good message to not just stay on the surface. Something might appear a certain way, but if we take our time to become the observer, that means that we step away, we step back, we get out of the emotions, we get out of the thinking, right? We get out of our brain trying to figure things out, and then we can go deeper. We can take that deeper dive. Like Suzanne said, it goes perfect with our Course in Miracles classes. It certainly does. We're really going deeper with that and deconstructing those old ways of seeing things the way our brain tells us that it is. And we're going more into, what does Spirit say about this? What does love say about this? So, Suzanne, I love this for you. And I feel like you're really growing right now. It just feels like the gate is open for you and you're going right through it. And you're like, I'm ready to receive whatever that information is, whatever the blessing is. I'm just ready for that. So I'm so happy for you that this is the time of really coming into your own and getting to know you more. That's what I feel. You're really opening up to who you are. And Blue says, I've never heard of cherry tea. And Marlene Badinger with us. Hello, Marlene. She says she's never heard of cherry tea. It's a real thing, and it's really, really good. Oh, Suzanne, I'm so glad you resonate with this. Crystal Nobles, I most certainly will get a card for you. Just adding you to the list now. So that was Suzanne's message. Now we're going to Joanne. Now, the thing with cards or messages, anytime they come out, they're not just for one person. If you resonated with some of these that have already been read and brought through from the angels, then take that as yours. Take that message and run with it, because it's supposed to be yours if you're resonating. All right, so Joanne Castrillo, let's see what the angels have to say to you today. Ooh, be honest. Open your heart to be honest with yourself and others about how you feel. Show truth. And I know, Joanne, you're one of the most honest people I know on the whole planet. You don't hold back. You say it the way it is. And I love you for that. So I'm not sure what it is. Maybe there's something hiding in there that hasn't been brought forth yet for you to look at. So I'm thinking it's more, I'm just asking right now for the angels to clarify this, because it's not so much honest like we're deceiving. It's be raw, to let it open up, to let it come out of you. Because when we hide things deep inside of us, it's harder for us to get to the truth of how we really feel about things or people, or how we see things unfolding in our life. So that word, and words are so funny because we assign the meaning, don't we? But it feels like it's not a deceptive kind of energy, but more a hidden, like there's something that needs to still be brought forward for you so that you can speak that and speak it out loud. I'm hearing. So no matter what the audience is, if the audience is you, then all the better, because that's something that needs to come up for you to hear. So I'm hearing for you to just really get real and dig even deeper. Sometimes we think, I'm so tired of digging. I've dug and dug, and I've excavated everything I thought was in there that needed to be brought forth. But there might be just that little tiny thing that's hiding in there. And sometimes it can hide under the rug where we can't see it very well. So whatever that is, and this is not just for you, I just really got a big hit on that. This is really for all of us today, to be honest, to say, okay, is there something that I'm not facing? And when that happens, it really comes to light when we're triggered, when somebody does something or says something and we get all in an uproar about it. Then look at why. Why am I upset about what that person said? Why am I upset about people's actions in my life? And what is that reflecting to me that I need to dig a little deeper and say, okay, where are you hiding in there? Where are you? So I can sweep the floor and get rid of you. So it's for all of us. But Joanne, I'm feeling that, as you are, what I see, you're taking that intensive class. Yeah. And having to look inward, because that's what it's all about. Anytime that we learn, if we take a class or a certification or whatever it is, we're going to take a deeper look. We're going to take a really honest look at ourselves. So this is for all of us. Thank you, Joanne, for sharing your message with all of us, because I think this year especially, I call it the year of discovery, because we're really finding out what's real and what's illusion this year. We really are, as a collective, uncovering so much that was veiled in the past. It's not anymore. It's very transparent now. And Joanne says, we were just talking about thinking we are okay, but things that have not really worked, we've not really worked on can be triggered. Almost your exact words. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like if they're in there, if they're hiding inside of us, it's going to come forward now for us to excavate and to really pay attention to. This is the year. Okay, so what are we looking for, Blue? Oh, Suzanne, Celestial Seasonings Tea has a black cherry. Yes, they do. And that is my second favorite flavor is black cherry. I love cherry, but I like black cherry also. I get the bubbly a lot of times, bubbly water, sparkling water with black cherry. Blue says, I really want to feel better. I can't believe how much I've missed. And Dave is feeling the ick now. No, no ick. All right. So what else did I miss? Auntie Jean says, one of my neighbors leaves her tree up all year and decorates it according to the season. Right now, she's putting red lights and hearts on it. There you go, Kathy. Celebrate all year long. And Kathy, I saw that you said you had a real tree and that you put it out in the backyard. One of the things that happens, a ritual at the Sundance, is there's a real tree that's used for prayers. So you do prayer ties and you tie it to the branches. So maybe something even like that, to where you're constantly reminded that you're putting out an energy of uplifting others and wanting the best for others. All right, let me see who I'm at. Oh, blue, blue, blue. Blue Jean. Hi, Tammy Fisk. All right, so the message for Blue Jean today, finding balance. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up, because that's exactly what you were just talking about, how you felt like you'd missed stuff. So there was like a feeling of not being balanced and complete. So let's see what they say. Be flexible and open to lifestyle changes to be the highest divine version of you. You are such a high divine energy. And so that balance is so necessary. And I want to show you this card. I hope you're going to be able to see it. I'm laughing because we all know how special our Blue Jean is. And we all know, right, that she creates jewelry, especially pendants. Look at this card, you guys. Doesn't that look like one of her pendants? I love this for you. I love it. So finding balance. Yes, yes, and yes. That's definitely your card and your message. And again, a universal message for all of us that are here listening to this. Find balance, because boy, we don't find that balance, we're going to be toppling over, aren't we? And we don't want that. All right, I'm up to Kathy Hand. And Kathy says, yes, that is what I will do this year. I will put prayer ties on it before we burn it. That's awesome. And then when you do burn it, see all of those prayers lifting up with that fire. The fire will take them like immediately, Kathy, and transmute them into positive energy. I love that idea. And I can see doing a little ritual with it and just really release. That's what I'm hearing. Release the energy of all those prayers so that they can go forward and they can be answered for the best and highest good of every one of those prayers. All right, so Suzanne's saying Sally's offering a free class, deep-rooted shadow work. Oh, awesome. That's what we're going to be doing at the Sedona retreat. We're doing some deep, deep shadow work, digging out all of that stuff that has no place inside of us as beings of light. And Blue says, being an energy battery has been tough with so much going through the grid. This is a tough one for me. the balance. Yeah, I get that, Blue. I do get that. But I see also that that's their message for you to really find that balance in your life. All right. And Kathy, you're going to start writing some of the prayers to go on the tree today. You know, that was such a beautiful ritual when I went to Sundance. We did, we all wrote out prayers, and you can write more than one when you're doing the ritual individually. So I know for you, Kathy, how about if we send you prayers that we would like to have included on that tree? And then you can do a prayer tie for the people who really want to be included in your ritual. I like that idea. And Auntie Jean says, I love that idea of prayer ties. Can we tie them to our trees? Maybe that is why Meg puts prayer flags in all of her trees and on her fence. I did read your mind, Kathy Hand. Well, obviously, then it was meant to be, right? If we both heard that message at the same time. Christina, oh my gosh. Hello, Christina Leftwich. I'm glad to have learned some skills along the way and learned that many traumas do need work. Do not need work. They just are. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, it just is what it is. But if we keep getting triggered by them, then that's a sign from spirit to say, hey, you know, let's heal this once and for all. Let's get this out there and bring you to a really peaceful, good place. This is you, Kathy Hand. Aim high. You can do more than what you currently are. Stay grounded, but seek out opportunity. Aim high. Look at that. I see you with your arms outstretched. I see you really aiming this year, especially to grow. And Kathy, I'm so happy that you're coming to the vision board workshop, because this vision board workshop is not about material things, you guys. I don't know if you all understood that. We are not going to be focused on bringing in physical stuff. We're focused on what do we want to grow inside? What do we want to bring forward to us? And look at how that can happen. There's going to be messages from Michelle Landers, or numerology message from her based on your month and day of your birth. There's going to be angel messages from me. And these are individual messages. So those of you that have signed up for the workshop, you're in for a treat. And if you haven't signed up, you still have time to do so, because there's still time in this month. And the workshop is on the 28th of January. So go get signed up if you would like to experience deeper growth spiritually. That's what we're going to be doing. Some meditation, some talk, some exploring. And Kathy, I see you. I see this message so loud and clear for you, that you are aiming higher, that you do want that spiritual growth, and you're taking the steps to do that. You're stepping out and stepping up for you. So yay. And Kathy says, I keep getting messages to look for opportunities. Yeah. Lulu Bell. Oh my gosh, yes. Little Lulu Bell is one of my favorite energies in the whole wide world. This little kitty cat won my heart the very first time I saw her. She's kind of shy and standoffish, so she doesn't like aggressively come around when people are in the house that she doesn't know. And the first time I saw her, I went upstairs to use the bathroom, and it was very quiet in the house. And I opened that bathroom door, and there's Lulu standing on the bathroom sink. And she looked at me, and she didn't bolt. She didn't run away. She just kind of looked at me like, I don't think I know you. Who are you? And she stood there and let me see her in all her beauty, because she is a beautiful cat. And so I just told her how beautiful she was and that I loved her energy. Oh, thank you, Christina. We miss you so much. And I really, really would love to see more of you this year. I know you got lots of stuff going on, but please, let's connect more this year. I would love that. And Suzanne, you're excited for the vision board workshop. Me too. And I'm so glad you're going to be there. All right. So Lulu Bell. Oh my gosh. Lulu Bell. Guardian Angel. This one's kind of hard to read. Connect through meditation and relaxation. Release old blocks and stresses. Lulu, who's stressing you? I know that a lot of times the other cats chase Lulu. So yeah, let's release that energy and let it be a beautiful, beautiful time with all of you in the house together. And Lulu is a guardian angel. She really is. Her energy is so beautiful. She has slept on the bed with me before, and I have felt that guardian. I felt that protective energy for me, because I toss and turn in my sleep, and I astral travel a lot. So I go different places when I'm in my sleep time. So yeah, guardian angel Lulu Bell, that is definitely you, honey. Okay, so where am I? I am at Crystal Nobles. And let's see what the angels have to say to Crystal. And I hope Lulu heard her message, and I hope it helped her to have some insight into her as a guardian, because she really is a guardian. Yeah, she's there for all of the animals, and she's there for Blue and Dave as well. All right, Crystal Nobles, hope you're still hanging out with us there in YouTube land. And yes, you are. There you are, sweet one. All right, let's see what the angels have to say to you. And then after that, we'll go into our prayer time. So if there's anyone that you want to put in the prayer list, and we're also going to be hearing that wonderful song while we focus on prayers, Come to the Water. All right, so Crystal Nobles, be creative. Connect to your creativity and discover new ways to problem solve and have fun. Have fun. This is a huge message for us all this year. You know, they told me at the beginning of the year, it was the year of discovery. So that's one thing that they're saying to you, Crystal. Discover new ways to problem solve. And that's for all of us to really discover what is it we need to know right now. And the second message, along with what they gave me at the beginning of the year, was to lighten up and have fun. Have fun this year. And that, again, is a collective message for all of us about 2023. And I love 2023, stress-free. And let's all adopt that as our motto for this year, and our saying that we can be stress-free this year. So being creative, Crystal, your message, be creative, be stress-free, find that way to have fun and explore, and whatever it is that you're supposed to bring forth into the world, you can bring it in. So I love that. And Blue says, thank you, Teri, with kitty love. She ran off because Dave startled her. I will play it for her later. She just came back. Lulu, I love you so very much. Thank you, Lulu, for hanging out with your mama and with me today. Kathy says, Isabel shared on the messenger that Paula really needs a miracle prayer. Isabel Reese. Okay. Yeah, I know she had asked us to pray for her. So let's definitely lift her up even higher today. So I'm going to get the song cranked up. Oh, how about if I pull a card for little Grayson, and then you can let him know when you pick him up. And you know what? There was one that just jumped onto the floor. So I know that's his card. And it is Gifts of Love. Accept rewards and opportunities. You are blessed with relationship harmony. Oh, little Grayson, you are a gift of love. You definitely are a gift of love. So please let Grayson know that, Annie, that card was pulled for him. And I love that. Blessed with relationship harmony. So harmony at home. I feel that. So enjoy it. All right. So I'm going to pull up our song. And as I do, if there's any other prayer requests that you have, anybody in your life that we need to remember in prayer, just type it in the comments. We'll get to it. And let's just remember our world right now, our earth plane, so much going on, but there's also so much good going on. So as we lift up for the energy to lighten up, like the angel said, let's let the energy of earth lighten up this year and not be so heavy. Let's also celebrate the energy of fun and play, and what we have out there is shining lights in the world. So, all right. So Come to the Water is all about being at peace, finding that peace inside your heart, finding what touches you so that you can focus more in your meditation time and your quiet moments. Focus on that peace inside. Look at this scenery that's behind me, because that's one of the most peaceful pictures I've ever seen. And this was taken by our Blue Jean, and it's right there where she lives in it's hard to say, in Michigan. No, she doesn't live in Michigan. She lives in Vermont. I was looking at Christina Leftwich, and she is in Michigan. Hello, Catherine Kovacs. And Joanne says, continue prayers for Calypso, my cat. He has a sinus infection and a lump under his tongue, and the vet thinks the lump will resolve on its own. I do too. I get that hit that it's going to resolve. And I know we're praying for Catherine Kovacs, who just came in, that her and Michael can find the perfect roommate to be there with them. All right, so let me get the song playing. Go into your hearts while it's playing. Know that you did come to the water today. You did come here to be blessed. You came here for a pickup of your energy, and that's hopefully what you got when you came in today. So let me do the share, or you all won't be hearing it at all. I'll be the only one hearing it. Okay, here we go.
Come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river and get down on your knees. Come to the mountain while taking in the view. You will find that life is greater than you knew. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. You're broken and you're shattered at the point of no return. You pick up the pieces and you let the bridges burn. So come to the water, you're sailing with the breeze. Take a step into the river, where you will find peace. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight. Oh yeah, I will fight. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. I will fight. So come to the water, where you will find peace. Take a step into the river and get down on your knees.
Into the water. This is a place of peace. This is a place where we all hold that desire in our hearts, where we all love each other unconditionally and want the very best for each other. It's what our prayer list is all about, what the grids are all about. We have two powerful grids going on right now by two amazing, amazing souls that give of their energy to lift us all up. Thank you. Thank you to each one that came in today, or each one that adds your energy to the prayers. Love you so much. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. And let's do the heart telephone with each other. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for coming to the water today. Thank you for coming in. You're so right. And I did pull it, but I set it aside, Jean. So I did pull a card for myself. And the card is knowledge. Learn what you need to and teach what you can. A new chapter begins now. Wow, you guys, I hadn't even looked at it. I pulled it and set it aside because Blue Jean always reminds me I need a card also. So my card is knowledge. And yes, and yes, and yes, there's so much that the angels have me focusing on this year and learning and teaching. And I'm so excited. I am so excited for this workshop that Michelle Landers and I are doing together, and that you all get messages, numerology messages. Do you know how special that woman is? She has devoted her life to understanding more about numerology and what that means and what that's all about for all of us. So you're going to get an individual message at that workshop. So yeah, I'm going to be there to get my message. But I love what they're saying to me, to keep learning, keep growing, and keep sharing, because that's what teaching is all about. It's about sharing. And I will definitely be doing that. And Blue says, what a perfect way to celebrate this day with you. I'm so glad you have the perfect card. It really is, isn't it? I'm feeling into the energy of that. And, you know, as soon as I completed the inside of the book yesterday, I just knew that this book, it has some kind of magic to it. It's going to go out where it needs to go. It's going to be a message of hope and a message of light to those who need to receive it. So I'm beyond excited about the direction that the angels are taking me in. And I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. It's time to play our Leo. We got to scoot off of this channel and get out of here. Catherine, I will send you a picture of a card I'll draw for you, honey. I've got to get this show done so that I can get on with the things I have to do today, and we can all do that. So let me see where our Leo is hiding. It's Leo time.
It's time to get up and get ready, because today is the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup of full of joy, a very day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup of full of joy, a very day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup of full of joy, give me a cup of full of, give me a cup of full of joy, give me a cup of full of. Full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the truth is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on the show. Today's a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team, and you can side with us. There is always no space in the pot for more love. Take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup of full of joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup of full of joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup of full of joy, give me a cup of full of, give me a cup of full of joy, give me a cup of full of, give me a cup of full of joy, give me a cup of full of, give me a cup of full of joy, give me a cup of full of. There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, morning cup of full of joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup of full of joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup of joy, cup of joy, cup of full of joy, give me a cup of give me a cup of joy, 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 give me a cup of jo give me joy. Give me a cup of joy.
Woo! Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Peas. Thank you, Waggle Butts and Dancy Pants. And thank you, Lulubelle, for being the guardian. I love you all so much. She's not amused. Well, maybe she's just wanting a little bit of peace and quiet. Okay, so let's get out of here. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. And for some of you, I'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Time for a discussion on A Course in Miracles. Bye, everyone. Namaste, y'all.